Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on out to another episode of the Ranger Experience. I am your host, Christian Ingram, and today I have one of the guys that inspired me to start a YouTube channel, a guy I met at Morphicon 2018 in person, but we'll get into that later, Mr. Este. How you doing today, sir?
Yo. I am so good. Thank you for having me. I'm really excited to be here. I'm even glad you put my TikTok hat
Oh yeah, dude,
right there.
TikTok is fire.
Bro, TikTok, like I didn't really like TikTok at first, but like I'm slowly getting into it and I'm like really liking it.
See, I thought I was gonna hate it. The only reason I downloaded it was because I went to Ranger Stop 2019 whatever the last one was. But do you know who Ethan Trace is?
Yeah.
So he was there, and I was talking to him for a minute. I'm like, "You're on what now? TikTok?" And I was like, "All right, I'll download it to check him out." And then I swear to God, I'm addicted to it now. Like I'm on it all the time. When I'm hanging out with my friends, they're like, "Get off TikTok."
No, like for real, like I can literally be like just hours on there scrolling through my For You page. Like it's really addicting.
It's the thing is, like, for YouTubers like me and you, like when we make content on there, it's so easy. Like I've made like a couple of TikToks. Some of them are really dumb. All of them are very dumb. But it's like it's so much easier compared to YouTube, and it has so much more reach.
No, it definitely does, and even though we're like YouTubers, right? Even there's still a learning curve to TikTok because
Mm-hmm.
when I was editing my first TikToks, I didn't know like how to do anything like specifically just add text or like durations, just effects and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
So it's really just a crazy thing.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. I definitely had to search a YouTube video. How do I do TikTok? So
No, but I think I'm getting the hang of it now, and I'm really liking it. It's fun.
yeah, I'm actually supposed to interview a few TikTokers. I'm interviewing one tomorrow and then one Monday, and then do you know who
Yo,
Pokey Princess is?
yeah.
I'm in talks with her to interview her for my Anime Chronicles podcast, so we'll see if that
Bro,
happens.
you're just getting everybody.
Trying, trying, but
No,
yeah,
I respect it.
yeah, I gotta have a hustle. But like let's start out. Why did you start YouTube?
Um, well, when I started YouTube, I didn't really start doing Power Ranger stuff, right? I
Yeah.
just kind of, I was, how old was I? I was like 11, 12, and I wanted to talk about gaming news because I was a big Nintendo guy. You know, I had a Wii, I just got a Wii U. I was like, I want to talk about all this stuff about gaming because I was also a big Minecraft guy. So I was doing all stuffs about that, and then I got a all-in-one PC, the worst type of computer to make Minecraft videos on. Um, but eventually, after a while, I just stopped and started doing Power Rangers videos because I really wanted to talk about something I enjoyed. And at the time, I was like 14, and there wasn't people my age. Uh, oh, uh-oh, uh-oh.
We got some technical difficulties going on. It's good. It happens. Hello? I think I can hear noise. Oh, I see
Hello.
movement. There we go. Oh, no, maybe?
R. Okay, hold on.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Skype just broke big time for me.
It happens. Skype's one of those things that will mess up on you.
All right, so I can hear myself, I think. Okay.
Hello? Okay, I can see movement.
Okay. My internet company does like resets.
Oh, that's always fun.
Like, okay, so they've been doing like resets just to make sure like the internet's fast. It's very weird. Okay. Um so I can hear myself. I don't see you, but I know my voice is still on the stream, so I'm just gonna keep talking.
Oh, yeah, you're good. You're still up there. I can see you moving and everything. Do you have like
Oh,
the
okay. Yeah?
Do you have the internet? Like, do you have the YouTube browser open or anything?
Okay, yeah, I'm watching the stream. I'm watching the stream. Don't worry about it. Okay.
Okay.
So, I'm so sorry about that. Anyways,
It happens. It's all good.
when I started doing Power Rangers, I know, right? When I started doing Power Rangers videos, I did it for the main reason that, um, when at my age, I was watching people like Shuken Shinobi or MMPR Toys, and there wasn't really somebody my age talking about Power Rangers, so I kind of just wanted to be that guy for somebody. So that's really why I started doing videos.
I mean, yeah, someone like in your age range that could resonate with you, and like that's a good way to look at it because like there was nobody at your age doing Power Ranger content. You were the first one.
Exactly. I maybe not one of the first ones. Maybe there was a few that I remember, but definitely one of those first people that was representing a certain age group of fans that wasn't really represented before.
Yeah, because it was all older people, at least in their mid-20s, late 20s, early 30s, somewhere in there. I don't know how old
Exactly.
I don't know how old these
And it's
people
like,
are.
like all love to them because like literally it's so cool to like have people that I watched know of my content. And I think that's so awesome to think about. Um, but I'm really glad that there's more people coming into the fandom and expressing their feelings about the franchise on the internet. I think that's the coolest thing that anyone can do. And so it's really the main reason I started doing like episode reviews of like Dino Charge and stuff like that. And start talking about the toys and then stuff through the history. It's just that I really enjoy watching Power Rangers and being a fan that I just want to express how I feel about everything.
That makes sense. I mean, you want to express your feelings, but what drew you to Power Rangers? There's so many other like superhero shows and superhero companies like DC and Marvel, but what drew you to Power Rangers specifically?
Power Rangers specifically, the first ever season I watched was Power Rangers SPD, and I watched that on it was Jetix on ABC Family.
Oh,
We
that's a
just got
throwback.
cable, so it is. So I was watching it, and it was every morning, right, something like that, and I loved it. It was awesome. Um, And so that really got me into it. And then I really just started getting miscellaneous toys throughout the years. Like, I wouldn't really be watching the show. I would watch episodes when it's on TV and ABC Family and ABC Kids. But I wouldn't necessarily um, be watching it and getting in the show. But I would have hella toys. I would have SBD toys. I would have a lot of Mystic Force toys. I had a big Mystic Force pillow that was huge for some reason. I had the Operation Overdrive truck. I had the Jungle Fury helmet, like that wearable helmet that like had sounds you can plug in.
Yeah, that was like
That was a weird thing.
$35, I think it was, and I was like, oh, I need that, but I was like, I don't like Power Rangers at that point.
Yeah, can we talk about how cheap those toys were at the time? Like I was getting Megazords for $20, and that was like, wow, I can like I had formed like some RPM like combinations. I bought like 2 Megazords at like Disney store, and like wow, I was like, this is so awesome. And really just since then as a kid, and then when I moved to Nick, and I was more into when I got the internet. That's when I found out Power Rangers was getting canceled, right? And then I saw that they were doing animated show, and then MMPR 2010, and then Samurai, and then so that's really when I started to get into the show more on the internet side because I would be introduced to social networks, and then I would find other people that enjoy the same show that I do.
Yeah, I mean, Yeah, SPD is definitely a good season to get into it. Like, that's one that will hook you. It's regarded as one of the best.
No, exactly. There was a lot of good shows or good seasons under the Disney helm because I really think that Disney didn't obviously care about what went out there. They just wanted it to go out. So they would give the people creative freedom to do whatever they want. That's how we got some of the best seasons of the show.
RPM specifically.
No, RPM specifically. Waking up 5:30 in the morning just to watch RPM, like obviously that's a moment in history.
Yeah, I think Eddie Gazillion, who was the executive producer of the show, blew the budget within like the first 3 episodes, and that's why he got fired. Something like that.
No, yeah, it was a weird story. I would love to see how the show would have progressed if he was still in the show. But regardless, that was an amazing season. And I know some people consider it overrated, but just on the scale of Power Rangers itself and what it is, it's something completely different.
Yeah, it was, in my opinion, that was the last season I really felt like was a good Power Ranger season. Like, I mean, you can argue Dino Charge, but I didn't watch Dino Charge when it came out. But, I mean, I don't know. RPM was definitely a special time in Power Rangers history. But, like, is Samurai when you started making videos, or did you, like, make videos before Samurai?
I was making my Minecraft stuff usually at the time while talking about Samurai. The first Power Rangers related video I did was when they released a first trailer for Super Mega Force, and I made a quick iMovie video on my phone analyzing the trailer and talking about all the secret stuff that you can find in the trailer. Then throughout Super Mega Force was when I started really doing toy reviews and just talking about the series a little bit more. But really, when I started full was when I was doing the Dino Charge episode reviews.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I mean, episode reviews are fun to do, but you were still in school when you were doing all this, right?
Yeah, of course. I would be at school every day, 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. I don't know how I used to do 4 videos a week. That was absolutely crazy of myself. But I would go home, record a video, edit a video, and it'll be up tomorrow.
Yeah, that's not it. For those who don't know how to make videos and do all this, to do YouTube or whatever, it's not easy. I'm lucky to get 1 video a week. That's why I do these live streams. They're enjoyable.
Exactly, and like now, especially grown up a little bit more since I started, just like now I'm literally putting a lot more effort into my videos than I did before because I really want to grow my audience and have my content grow with it and talk about more things than just Power Rangers. So I'm trying to get more into Sentai and Rider videos. Like this weekend, I'm reviewing Kaku Ranger. I just finished Kaku Ranger and I loved it. But I think that's my point. Yeah, it's just I wanted to grow my content a little bit more.
Yeah, because when I felt the same way when I was first doing YouTube. I used like Windows Movie Maker, and I would be like, all right, let me record this video. All right, cool, throw it up. Like now you care what goes on. You're like, that doesn't look good. Now I use like Adobe Premiere Pro, and it's like it's a learning curve. What was the hardest thing to like learn about YouTube when you started?
It had to be editing. It had to be editing for real because I would seriously look at other people as a kid, and I would just be like, I can't edit like that. I watched Zeron Zephyr toy reviews. I'm just like, I can't do that. I can't do what he does. There's so many people where I just idolize how the way they edit, and I'm just like, I don't know how to get to that next level. Because all I was doing is I was putting clips in Movie Maker and putting titles with Power Rangers font to describe the scene that I was talking about. But it was really hard to learn how to edit and just check off all the things to make sure that the video looks good and it's just a really good video context-wise and informational. Like I used to make a lot of like errors in terms of information and where I got my stuff from, but and so all that it's hard. It's just a big process that you can't like give up or necessarily do too little because people are going to call you out on that.
Oh yeah. I've had that happen too a lot. I mean, it's a part of life. So like if anybody who watching this wants to make a YouTube channel, like we both started with very bare minimum, so just start. That's all you can do. What's the first camera you used?
I use my mother's iPad 2.
Oh, yikes.
I use the front-facing camera,
Oh, no.
would take one shot video and use the Photos app and just directly upload it to YouTube. That was it. That was all I did.
Yikes. And now, do you look back at that now and you're like, damn.
No, like I didn't even try. Like I didn't even try to edit. I would do the classic when I was doing video game stuff. I would put the camera in front of the TV screen, just record the TV screen in one go. Like it was that simple. That was all I had to do. And I didn't think it was more than that. But it was actually. So
Oh, it's a lot more than that. I'm sure as you've come to find out. What video editing software do you use now?
right now, so recently at the beginning of last fall, I was gifted a MacBook Pro. So I was using on my PC, I was using Filmora. But now I've started to learn how to use, well, iMovie is pretty simple to use, but Final Cut Pro, I'm trying to transition into both iMovie and Final Cut Pro and try to be better at Final Cut Pro so I can do really cooler edits in the future.
Yeah, Final Cut Pro is definitely a learning curve, but once you like get into it, you're like, all right, cool. Now I know everything. But like getting back to Power Rangers, like what you went to PMC 2018. That's where I met you. What was the coolest fan interaction you had there? Because like I was behind you in line, and everybody kept coming up to you like, "Yo, I know you. I watch your videos."
That was a crazy weekend, and from what I would say, one of the best weekends probably of my life, to be honest, because it was just so cool meeting everybody that I talked to on Twitter and on the YouTube comment section and on Discord servers. That was just the coolest thing. But when it comes to fan interaction, I did my first autograph that weekend, and I took a lot of pictures with a lot of cool fans of all different ages. And at the time, I was kind of in a bad place because I didn't think my videos were doing much of an effect to people. But when I went to PMC and saw that, it really uplifted my spirits and showed me that, people actually enjoy my content. And then I'm not just doing this just for myself. I'm literally entertaining people, which I thought was a really cool thing.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you were in front of me. I think I actually still have video of you signing that dude's thing. Like I'll send that over to you later, but
No, I think you did. I think I remember. Yeah. My dad also recorded it. He's like, "Oh my God, my son is a big YouTuber now. Look at him signing autographs."
was it weird? Like when people came up to you, were you like freaking out a little bit inside? You're like, you watch my videos?
I mean, it's like, yeah, it really was. It was kind of, I wouldn't really say embarrassed. I would just be like, I was so nervous because I'm just like, oh my God, like these are actually people that comment on my videos. And like, I remember specifically, because I remember I stepped out of the line for a second because I wanted to meet a few people that I was gonna meet. And I remember going and walking through the line, and people were literally just be like, "Yo, Este, what's up? Let me get a pic real quick." I'm just like, "What?" I'm just a man. I'm just here walking. I'm trying to see my friends, and I'm like, "Wow, like that's crazy," and in a good way, obviously. But it's just such a surreal experience sometimes. And I was just like, I'm kind of like in the zone. It was a weekend of me and all my Twitter friends just like being in the zone together.
Yeah, it was definitely a crazy and great weekend. What was your favorite part of the weekend though?
Um, my favorite part was getting my SPD poster signed. I bought an SPD poster from the Green Ranger's actor, I think it was Matt Austin, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then so I eventually had all the cast sign it, and the executive producer and the guy who played Boom, and it's sitting here right next to me. But I'm gonna hang it up someday, in my eventual room or house or wherever, and just have it be like a shrine. Like that was the coolest part of the weekend.
Yeah, that like meeting that one team that you started out with, that has to be like an experience. Like that would be me if I met like the Lost Galaxy team, but haven't done that yet. But like PMC was such a crazy weekend, like we said, like, and there was so many crazy things that happened. How you went to like the PMC prom, right?
Yeah, I went to the PMC prom. I wouldn't really say the PMC prom was all that. But it was a lot of fun. You know what? To be honest, I really had a lot of fun. I met up with a few other YouTubers who were really glammed up, right? They were really dressing up for this prom, and like, at the time, like I was becoming a senior, so I wouldn't really have my prom for another year. But everybody was dressed up in their suits and their dresses, and I was here with a button-up shirt that I got from American Eagle with a pair of jeans and my dad's shoes, and that was my fit. And like I was still rocking it, I was still dancing. It was kind of weird, all the cheesy stuff that was happening with the '90s music and the dubstep remixes. But it was kind of cool seeing the Ranger actors on stage and just kind of dancing and having fun with everybody. I have literally pictures of the photo booth like on my fridge. Like it was a really fun thing. I made friends that night.
Damn, I wish I had gone to that. I passed out because I was like, nah. Stood in JDF line all day. I was like, I ain't doing this no more. But it's from everything I've seen, it looked like it was fun. But like, you met so many YouTubers that weekend. Is there anyone like that you wanted to like collab with that you got to, or anyone that you met that weekend that you haven't collabed with yet that you want to?
To be honest, there's a lot of people that I want to collab with. Like there's some people that I want to like be in their video. That's been like my dream as a kid. One specific Power Rangers YouTube channel that doesn't do Power Rangers content anymore was called Ranger Review. Very underrated YouTube channel. I mean, super underrated. They had a high level of editing, and it was amazing. So they were my favorite channel. But the people that I wanted to collab with, I would say that would be Black Nerd Comedy. That's one, obviously one. MMPR Toys. That would be beautiful. They don't really do collabs, so
No.
but I still would like. I'd be down. I really would be down. And probably Shuken Shinobi, The World of Ha, and I really think that's it. There's probably a few other people, or Dawson Rider, that's another one. But there's just a lot of cool people that I've loved and been watching since I was very young, and just would love to work with them and just kind of make something cool out of it. I would just love to make cool stuff. I want to make cool videos that people are just like, wow, like this was pretty nice and entertaining. Like I want to do that with a lot of people. Like I just kind of want to make as many friends as I can, really.
That's fair. Is there any like YouTuber you met at PMC that has seen your content that surprised you? Like, wait, you know me? Like what?
Yes, definitely. Shuken Shinobi in The World of Ha. I was in the Ninja Steel line to get my poster signed, and they saw me, and we said what was up. And that was absolutely amazing. Oh, and another person I wanted to collab with, Chris Cantata.
Oh yeah.
That guy's the bomb. But nah, when The World of Ha and Shuken Shinobi noticed me, I freaked out in my head. Like I wasn't like verbally, I was just like, oh, hey, what's up, guys? Can I get a pic real quick? Like in my mind, I was freaking out. Like I would watch these guys since I was like 12, 13 years old, and like they're here like, yo, what's up, Este? I'm like, oh, that was a moment. That was a moment.
Dude, that's awesome. I mean it's cool when like people you look up to recognize you. Like, oh shit, they know me. I think that's one of the best feelings in the world.
Oh. And Zeron Zephyr also noticed me. That was the day before PMC started. Like I remember that day because I was just getting to Anaheim, and it was a long day. That was a very long day. I started the morning on Hollywood Boulevard, then I went to Venice Beach, then I drove all the way down to Anaheim. I went to the hotel room, we chilled out, had dinner. I went to the Disneyland, downtown Disney. I came back. I was about to go to sleep. I get a DM on Discord that said, come to the Hilton lobby right now. I'm meeting hella peeps. And then Zeron says, yo, what's up, Este? I'm just like, I watch your stuff sometimes. I'm like, oh, damn, Zeron, I'm a big fan. So that was another one that was crazy.
Yeah, that's definitely epic. Do you think PMC 2021 is going to be bigger for you? Think you're going to meet some more people, or are you planning on going?
I'm definitely planning on going. Now that I'm making a lot more videos and connecting to a lot more people, it is definitely one of my goals to go. And there's a lot of new people I became friends with that I'm just due to meet and that are going to be there. So I'm there. Like the first time I went, I was there for the con, right? I was there for the con, for the experience. Next time I go, I'm going for the people. I'm going for the people. I'm going for the experiences. I'm going for the good times.
Oh yeah, it's definitely going to be a good time. Are you going to be 21 by the time you go to PMC 2021?
I will be 20 years old, so I'll
Oh,
be 6 months short.
God. That has to suck. I'm gonna tell you right now, the most fun I've had at conventions is when I drink. Like when you're drinking with people, like Ranger Stop, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So when you turn 21 and I see you at a convention, I owe you a shot.
Ah, thank you. I'll keep a note of this.
Yeah, definitely keep a note of it. But getting back to your videos though, what is the hardest video you've ever filmed? Like which one like took you the longest, and you were like, oh my god, I'm never gonna get this right.
It had to be the PMC documentary. That was the biggest work. That was my biggest work that I've ever done. It took me like a week, 2 weeks to edit. Like, and I know it doesn't seem a lot compared to projects other people would do, but for me that was a big thing. That was a huge thing to work on. And I had footage on multiple SD cards, on my phone, on other people's phones, and then I was working on the cool edits and syncing up the voice thing from my phone to the video, and just I had so much unused footage that I could have put in there. And I did that just to like I wanted to like show off the people. That was really the point of the PMC documentary. I wanted to show off everybody, and I'm glad I had the chance to do that. Um, I met hella Mr. Winnie Productions. I love that man. He was another one that noticed my stuff.
Oh,
Love
dude,
him.
he's so cool.
But yeah, yeah, I had interviews in there also with like Ranger Liz, and I had a few Power Rangers in there. So that was a big thing for me, and it was a big video. So I'm really glad that that video came out, and it came out pretty well. A lot of people really enjoyed it in the community.
Yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed it, and you allowed me to be a part of it, and I thank you so much for that. That was fantastic. And like when I saw the video come up, I'm like, all right. And then I watched. It, I'm like, this is really good. Like and like you said, it took you a couple weeks to edit it, but it shows. It shows in the quality.
No, that was a video that I really cared about because since that was my first PMC, I really wanted to know what all the fuss was about. I didn't really had the full idea on what was going to happen, and I didn't know if I was going to not enjoy myself or just be like, just enjoy the con. Uh, but after meeting everybody and having just a fantastic ass time, the documentary was really important to me because I just wanted to show how cool, like, the Ranger fandom is. Like there's some hella cool people that know how to have fun and just like be together.
Yeah, there's some people in this fandom. You would look at them, you would never think they're a Power Ranger fan, and then they come up to you and they just start talking your ear off about Power Rangers, and it's so weird, but it's so cool.
No, definitely. Especially and also just talking to Power Rangers,
Yeah,
talking to Power Rangers actors that of series you watched, and literally my dad would run into a Power Ranger in a bathroom. He's like, "Yo, I just met this Power Ranger from Operation Overdrive in the bathroom." I'm like, "Wow, Dad, that's awesome." I don't know. Even my family had a good time. My dad and my sister, like, they had a ball. Like, they want to go back next year. So, it's another family trip we have pending.
see, that's cool though that your family enjoyed it and like, cause do they even like Power Rangers at all, or is it like one of those things that they'll just deal with it because you like it?
My sister, she's a big fan of SPD and RPM. My dad was also the one that really um would watch Power Rangers with me as a kid, and he wanted to go because he remembered of how much I loved it as a kid, and he's literally my so yeah, that's really we all decided to take the trip together for that reason, really.
That's fair. It's from the video and everything. It looked like it was a good trip, but like you said, you started with SPD. Did you go back on like as soon as they put everything on Netflix? Have you gone back and watched like the older stuff?
Um, that's a really good question. To be honest, I really haven't watched a full series. There would be times where I would just watch multiple episodes. 'Cause I would really just watch fan favorite episodes. I had DVDs of like collections of Power Rangers from before SPD. Like I had a collection of Ninja Storm, Dino Thunder, Time Force, Last Speed Rescue, Lost Galaxy. But really, it would just be me on Netflix just watching various episodes that people liked of the show. And I would also watch History of Linkara's History of Power Rangers. So really, I would just watch those videos and just kind of know what every season's really about. But right now, I'm kind of planning to go back and talk about certain seasons in specific. I really want to talk about like Goose Jungle Fury, as I've heard that's massively underrated.
Oh yeah,
Um,
definitely.
and go back to a Saban season like Lightspeed Rescue, which is one that's the one I've least watched. So
The thing about Lightspeed is it's good at some places, but the fact that the Titanium Ranger's only in like 6 episodes, it's like, eh. So, I don't know. But yeah, Jungle Fury is definitely super underrated. You'll enjoy it. But
No, I'm really excited to see. I remember seeing a few episodes as a kid, but I don't really remember much. So I just want to go back and see what I missed.
yeah, the thing about Jungle Fury is everybody's favorite character is going to be RJ. Like, I'm telling you right now, your favorite character is going to be RJ. Like, it was one of those seasons that it wasn't given the love it deserved.
No, like I was definitely like watching clips on Twitter, and I'm just like, oh yeah, people's favorite ranger is definitely RJ. Like RJ really is the fan favorite. I noticed as soon as he got his own ranger kit at PMC.
Oh, yeah. I actually had to pick up a set of that, like, in like 6 months ago. The box was super damaged, but I have like a Ranger key display up here, so I'm like, I want the regular keys. $140 later, I got everything. So, but like we said, you went to PMC, you got to meet a bunch of cool actors. Is there any actors you didn't get to meet that you wanted to?
I wanted to meet the voice actor of Doggy Kruger. That's one I really missed out on. More RPM actors. I would love to see more. Especially I think Dylan, Black Ranger.
Oh yeah, me too.
I was really just sometimes too deep into fan interactions that I didn't have time to meet a lot of actual Power Rangers. I got to meet the ones that I wanted to meet, the SPD Rangers and some other fan favorites from RPM and whatnot. But really, if I go next time, besides hanging out with the people, I still want to go meet a few Power Rangers and tell them what's up. I met Sierra Hanna once at Hollywood Boulevard. That was funny. And I remember running into that voice actor of Goldar. Last day, Samurai Green, he was so cool with me because I live in Puerto Rico and he has family in Puerto Rico, so we got to bond over that. I got his number, which was cool.
Oh shoot!
So I know, right? So yeah, I really just want to go meet a few more actors I didn't get to meet.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, there's a few actors that I'm sure will be there that you haven't met yet. I was talking to John Toohey, who is the voice of Doggy Kruger, or who is a actor for Doggy Kruger, and he said that he wants to go to PMC, so I'm sure he'll be there. Like, if he says he wants to be there, I'm sure he'll be like, okay, I'm just gonna show up. But like, so through YouTube, what is the biggest lesson you've learned?
I think the lesson I've learned, especially as of recent, was just I know it's cheesy, but just like don't give up, right? And that's coming from someone that's given up multiple times. Like there would be times in my history where I would take a lot of multiple breaks on YouTube, mostly just because I feel like I would run out of ideas. I didn't feel like my content was good enough. But I really feel like persistence, perseverance is very important to one's YouTube career. You need to always be thinking the next step. You got to be thinking what's coming up next. And I feel like I've learned that more recently. Like I took a break mostly due to college, right? Just so I can focus on studies in the gym and getting a job and whatnot. But in the past few months, I realized how important YouTube was to me as a person, and just to have all my ideas and all these comments, like those are really important factors to me. It's the fan interaction. It's the people, like, doesn't matter your subscriber count number. I noticed that numbers don't matter anymore. I really do not care about any types of numbers. I care more about uploading something that people would generally want to enjoy. And I feel like anybody should inspire to do something like that.
Yes, I agree. I mean, so like, don't worry about the numbers. Numbers will come. Worry more about the interaction you have with the people, and if you're proud of what you're uploading. So, for anybody who wants to start a YouTube channel, don't worry about the numbers.
Exactly. Like I'm nothing without the people that support me every single day. I'm nothing without those people that comment E Squad and below my videos, that like my videos, that will come to my live streams, that will talk to me on Twitter, on Discord. Like those are very important people that every YouTuber should cherish their fans.
And it's weird. It's like you don't even really consider them fans anymore. Like when you meet them at conventions, they're like, "Oh, yo, that's my bro. Like that's my homie."
Yeah, exactly. Like I remember once, this was a funny story. I made a whole friend that was actually a fan. It was when I was in Florida. I had I have my best friend, and he was in a band, and he wanted me to meet his bandmates. So I met one of his bandmates, and I got to talking with him, and I figured out that he likes Power Rangers. Um, and it took him 2 to 3 weeks, but he realized that I was actually Este. Um, it's just that at the time that summer I got new glasses, right? So I didn't have circular glasses before. I had very rectangular glasses, and you can see that in my old videos. So he didn't notice the change in glasses, and then he's like, "Oh my God, you're Este." So like literally, he was a fan that literally became my one of my coolest friends.
Dude,
It's real coincidence.
yeah, that's awesome though. Having to being able to meet those people and like having them like come up to you and just like recognizing you, and then like now you tech like it's people that you talk to like every day now. Like you don't even realize, hey, they know me because of my videos. I'm just cool with them. It's weird.
Exactly. Like I meet people on Twitter at PMC that weekend that would watch my videos. But we just hung out like we're buddies, like we're pals, and we're still pals. We be DMing on Twitter, but those are just one of the coolest moments to think about.
Yeah, I think every YouTuber should aspire to have a moment like that where you meet people. Like we said, don't worry about the numbers, but when you meet people that like generally like your content and want to hang out with you, and then you become really cool with them, that's the best feeling. But like I want to ask your opinion on this because I put it together. But what did you think of the YouTube panel that was done last 2 weeks ago?
Okay.
Like how did you enjoy it?
I literally had a lot of fun. I had so much fun. I feel so bad. I feel so embarrassed for my microphone. You should have seen me when my camera was off. Half the time I was screaming internally or screaming out loud, being an emotional mess trying to fix my microphone. But besides all those problems, I really had a great time with my fellow YouTube friends. Those people that were in the panel there were some that I haven't talked to prior before, didn't know about. But a lot of them I haven't talked to them since PMC. So it was really cool connecting to those people once again that I kind of consider my YouTube friends kind of.
Yeah, it was. I thought it was a lot of fun. I just wish Sean's audio was a little bit better. There's nothing I can do about that. But I love talking to all of you. I love especially you. You're a lot of fun to talk to. But all of them are a lot of fun to talk to. And hopefully we can do it at Ranger Stop. Do you plan on attending Ranger Stop this year?
When is Ranger Stop? Is this still happening?
November 20. What year is it? 2020. Yeah, 2020 November. It's like the second weekend in November in Florida.
Damn. Oh, I completely forgot about that. But hey, like if people want me to slide through, like I'll slide through. I'll get the money real quick. I'll slide to Orlando. Is there a Disney Day happening? Like what's up?
Yo, I'm down with that. It's let me tell you, it is literally super cheap to go. It was like for my plane ticket from Virginia, it was $85, and then for the hotel, it's like $115 for the weekend. Like that ain't nothing. So
you know what? I'm gonna start thinking about that tonight.
I would. I mean, like it's a lot of fun. I think you'll enjoy Ranger Stop maybe more than you did PMC because PMC was so hectic. Ranger Stop was condensed, and even though it was small, you got to hang out with a lot more people and all the actors. It was more intimate, if that makes sense.
All right. I'm gonna think on it. Hopefully it doesn't get canceled, but if it's happening, I'm gonna see if I can slide. That sounds awesome.
So Mikey, if you hear this, there's going to be a bunch of YouTubers at Ranger Stop. We want a panel if you want it, we'll do it. A live panel
That
this
would
time.
be so cool. Like I remember watching the PMC panel for YouTubers. That was really mostly for bigger YouTubers, much bigger. Like MMP or Toys I think was there, and Black Nerd, and I forgot who else, but. That was really cool watching, because those were my idols. Those people I've been watching that was young. So watching them talk would be cool, and to maybe be there one day on that same panel would be really cool.
Oh yeah, dude, being on a panel was so much fun. At Ranger Stop this past time, it was me, Geek Level Asian Robbie, and Ranger Liz, and I'm blanking on the other person's name, but we were all on a YouTubers panel, content creator panel, and it was incredible. It was packed. The whole place, like we had the smaller room, but like you're just like, okay, I guess a few people will show up, but it was packed in there, and you're like, okay, like I wasn't expecting all that, but like you're pretty big in the Power Rangers community. So I feel like if you got on a panel, it would just be like no seats left.
Man, don't boost up my confidence that much. But I mean, if that happens, bet I'm about to take the coolest selfie in the world. If that was true,
Take the JDF selfie.
bro, I literally just be like, "Hey, everybody, look over here!" Like that's really what I was about to do.
No, what you gotta do is you gotta take a video like of yourself and then turn it around and have everybody yell E Squad.
Bro, I got it. So JDF, because he'd be like, "Alrighty, but I'm here and over here. Look who's here with me. Everybody say E Squad, and it's gonna be great. I have it all planned out. It's gonna be great."
So it's official. This is
I have it
what
all
we're
set.
doing. Oh my god, that would.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna make some talks tonight. After this is done, I'm gonna be talking to some people.
Making business moves. I feel it. But just one final question for you. What does Este have planned for the future? What does your YouTube channel have planned for the future?
So that's something that I've been thinking about for a while, and as of more recently, I was thinking of how to rebrand my channel for the future, because really I and I think other YouTubers would want to say the same. They would want to reach as many eyes as possible. So I've been writing up video ideas that would expand the amount of topics that I would talk about, and also expand the amount of people that I would possibly reach. This past weekend, I updated my banner along with my profile picture, as we know. So I'm planning to just get new assets for the channel soon, and just kind of bump up the professionalism. See if I can get my own studio to work out from. There's ideas in my head right now, but these are some things that I'm really trying to work on. And I have video ideas set for a while. But really right now, my goal is to entertain everybody and just see if I can gain anything out of this. I'm getting a lot already. I'm getting a lot of love. I'm getting a lot of new friends, and I'm having a lot of fun. So I want to see if I can take this to the next level, and maybe just upgrade my content and just make it more cooler for everybody to watch.
I feel that. I mean, yeah, it's always good to grow, and I feel like your future is super bright, especially on YouTube and within the Power Rangers community itself. But I want to say thank you so much for coming on the Ranger Experience. This was a lot of fun. Guys, go check him out on his social medias right underneath him. TikTok especially. Grow this man's TikTok. Grow my TikTok. I do really stupid stuff on there, like tell you to go watch Boku no Pico. Don't go watch Boku no Pico. Don't do that.
No, you shouldn't.
No, never. But thank you so much. Is there anything else you would like to say before we head on out?
I'm grateful for all of you. These past few months that I returned, have really been shine great of love and appreciation from people everywhere, and I feel so honored to be able to come on podcasts like here, on the YouTube panel. I was on my friend Getch's podcast. I'm starting my own kind of, I don't know, I'm going to do podcasts. I'm going to talk to people and just meeting people everywhere at conventions and all that. And I'm literally so grateful for that I can make friends here, and that I can talk about something that I like and know I'm not going to get judged because of it, because people are going to have similar opinions of mine. It's literally a great experience that I'm so thankful every single day. Oh, did I cut out?
No, you're still going. Your video is freezing.
Okay, and my video stopped. I noticed that. I was just like, oh my god. But yeah, this is just something that I think about a lot, and I wouldn't be nothing without everybody, all the fans, all the friends, all my YouTuber pals. Like, I wouldn't be nothing without them. So a big thank you for everybody for all the support throughout the years, and hopefully I'll grow and I'll bring everybody with me.
That's a great way to look at it. But like I said, thank you so much, guys. Make sure to go check out his social medias. Go check out his YouTube channel. I'm sure if you're subscribed to me, you're subscribed to him. So, yeah. Remember, the Ranger Experience is a weekly show. We will have a new episode Thursday. I don't remember who I'm going to have on next time. I need to figure that out. But, again,
Best
Este,
cosplayer, I think.
she's on May 6th. But who's the next? I have to look up.
June
Dude,
6th.
I literally had to buy a planner because I was like, who do I have on next? I got to write everything down. I had it in messages. I'm like, okay, but who do I It happens, though. But, yeah. Guys, remember, weekly. We'll be here next Thursday. See y'all later.
I love y'all.